What's up, beautiful jellyfish? It's Tracy. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video. Do you know something that I love doing in Magic? Drawing cards. Probably just like the best thing ever, having like 17 cards in your hand, you got a reliquary tower online, life is just like the best. So I really like drawing cards, and I was like, well, you know, why not just film videos talking about drawing cards? Yeah, I've done this before. I filmed it for Blue, so if you want to check that out, I'll put it in the description. I'm pretty sure I filmed it. Honestly, I just filmed so many videos, I don't even remember what I post anymore, but like, yeah, basically this is like a series on my channel where I basically just go through each of the colors and I talk about like some EDH cards that you guys can run. Yeah, because, you know what, I used to be one of those people who I was like, yo, like, I'm running white, what card draw is in white, or something like that, so, yeah. This is it for green. Green's become like my favorite color in EDH because there's just so much card draw and great creatures and you just get like everything. In green it's like everything. It's a great color. Best EDH color by far. It is. It's the best EDH color. It's great. And it's so funny is because like my best friend Justin, love him, but he like hates green and it like bums me out because I'm like, it's best color. It's awesome. Okay, so the first card I want to talk about is Soul of the Harvest. So Soul of the Harvest is just casually a 6 mana 6/6 with trample. Okay, you could have just stopped there. Sounds really good to me. Card in like draft or something must be like nuts. And then whenever a non-token creature enters, you just get to draw a card. Sounds good to me. I really like how they added the non-token thing because, let's be real here, this card would just be completely busted if it was any creature. Guys, I'd run this in Omnath so fast that I'd be like, all the non-tokens enter, draw all the cards. Yo, sounds good to me. Huh, man, sweet. Like play like Boundless Realms and get like a bunch of lands and then get a bunch of dudes and then draw a bunch of cards. Oh man, sounds good to me. But yeah, Soul of the Harvest is just so really sweet. It's a really nice body. Yeah, it's like 6 mana, but it's definitely for the early game. You're running green, so you're probably running some sort of ramp. Overall, card's just really good. If you need like a big dude that, you know, yeah, just card's great. Speaking of big dudes that also draw cards, we have, that's not the right card. Doing things real well. We have Regal Force. Now, similar to what I was talking about earlier, if you are running an Omnath deck because the decks are just floating around everywhere, and you're like, yo, I really need some card draw, Regal Force is a really, really good thing for that, because even if you have like 3 dudes, it's like 3 cards, and just drawing cards is just like the best thing you can do in the game. It's like you want to draw like as many cards as you possibly can. It's just super good. It's a 5 mana for 7, so like, say you have like 7 dudes, this also counts too, which is super awesome, so like, you know, every card, it's so good, just great. I can't tell you, I've just drawn like so many cards off of Regal Force before because I'm like, oh, Regal Force have 5 dudes, draw 5 cards, okay, sweet. And then you're left casually with this 5/5, and then it triggers with Omnath, and it's just like, all in all, just a great day. The card's sweet. Okay, more sweet cards. This card's like mildly okay. This is Elemental Bond. I like this in the right deck. I know I'm talking about a lot of cards with Omnath because like, I mean, you can run these cards in another deck, but any deck that runs like big stuff, Elemental Bond is like really good in. Yeah, it doesn't trigger off for your little dudes, but like, it's good. I run it in Omnath. I think I'm probably gonna take it out for something, but I don't know yet. It's kind of been a card that I just haven't really drawn, so I can't really, I don't know. It's one of those cards that it's like, I feel like I can't talk about like in how it works in my deck because I've just never drawn it before. It's like weird. But yeah. Okay, I'm really, really stoked to talk about this card because I kind of just sort of bought a Spanish one. I got a Spanish Freyalise. Freyalise is like really sweet. So she just does a lot of things. She makes you dudes that tap for mana. Awesome. You get to destroy some artifacts or enchantments, or you just get to play up draw cards like with her ult. I mean, I don't know why I put ult in quotations like I'm saying emblem, but no, like her ult, you just get to draw a bunch of cards. She's just super good. If you're running like a ton of green dudes, like you're running like mono green or like green white or something like that, and she just gives you dudes too, and they tap for mana, just overall Freyalise is like really awesome, and I just really like her a lot, and she's super good. She's so good. I'm so stoked about the Spanish one I bought, guys, I'm so excited. Okay, then we have Overwhelming Instinct. Overwhelming Instinct reminds me a lot of Biding of Thassa, and there's totally another card, I feel like it's an enchantment that it's like whenever a creature with 2 or more attacks, you get to draw a card, but I'm so not thinking of it right now. But Overwhelming Instinct is super, super good. You attack with 3 or more creatures, and you're running green, so you're probably running a lot of like smaller dudes, you just get to draw a card. Yeah, it's super good. It's a 3 mana enchantment. It's just not something that's like super popular, but yeah, I like it. I think it's sweet. I run it in Yisong, I think? Oh my gosh, I haven't played the deck in so long. I miss that deck. Okay, this is one of my all-time personal favorite cards, and that is Shamanic Revelation. If you are running, like, that big, like, stompy green creature deck, or, like, not even just if you're running, like, just green, like, green whatever, and you're just running a lot of dudes, a lot of big dudes, you really need Shamanic Revelation in your life, because the card is just nuts. Guys, I've gotten this card off before, and I've, like, crawled out of games I totally should have lost. It's been awesome. So, like, I think it was actually on camera, a game that I filmed with Paul one time. I don't remember, maybe it wasn't, but like, we were playing VDH and like, he totally had me dead, and then I was like, Shamanic Revelation gained 20 life or something, or it was like 30 life, it was like crazy. And no, it wasn't 30, because that doesn't equal math and stuff, but like, I gained a lot of life, and I came back from that game, and it was super awesome. You gain life, and you draw cards for 5 mana, what else is better than that? It's just a super sweet card, I like it a lot. Then we have Harmonize. You know, a lot of these other cards are like specific, you need things out on the battlefield, whatever, but Harmonize is just solid, sweet, straight up card draw. It's just kind of like every green EDH deck probably needs this card. I think, probably, yeah. I don't run it in Tasigur. I just don't have room in Tasigur, like, let's be real here. I run other sweet stuff, though. I'm also running, like, blue, so I have, like, other access to card draw, but, like, yeah, Harmonize is, like, really awesome. And there's this also beautiful full art version, which is super sweet, and I love it a lot. I don't remember who the artist is, but I want to say Teresa Nielsen. Maybe? I don't know. But anyways, this card is like, really good. Then we have Primordial Sage. So, like, it's similar to, what is that thing? Is it Soul of the Harvest? Yeah, it's similar to Soul of the Harvest when you have a thing, but it's whenever you play a creature spell, you just get to draw a card. And then it's a 6 mana 4/5. So, yeah, it's just the same thing, basically. Soul of the Harvest is very, very similar, just doesn't have trample. It's a little bit of a smaller body, but the card's really good if you, like, really, really need card draw, and a lot of ways to do it. Then we have Zendikar's Resurgent. This is a card that I've seen other people play, and I get really jealous because I really want to play it. I can't play it in Omnath, though, because it says when you cast a creature spell. They're, like, so... Like, they make sure of these things because they're like, yo, someone's gonna do some dumb jank combo in EDH, and they gotta, like... Sometimes they, like, are really careful about this, but I feel like for Omnath, there's so many cards that could be in Omnath, but, like, can't, because it's, like, whenever you cast a creature spell, you don't cast creature spells in Omnath, you just make tokens. I feel like if it was like whenever another token creature enters the battlefield, draw a card, that card would be busted. Busted. But anyways, the card's still really solid. I like the ability too that, you know, you get like any mana of any color, which is super awesome. Whenever you tap, you just get like anything to your mana pool, which is really awesome. So this is really good if you're running like multicolored decks and you like are very sensitive on your mana. And then you just get to draw cards, and like we said, drawing cards is the best thing ever, so like, card's great. Can't lose. Then we have one of my personal favorites, which I'm actually kind of sad because I was thinking about taking this out of Omnath, but now I don't even know why I was thinking about it because this card's sweet, and that is Tireless Tracker. This card is floating everywhere right now because everyone's playing it in Standard. I don't know things about Standard, but like, it's just super good. You know, the pulse encounters on Tireless Tracker could be relevant, maybe. I don't really care about that though. What I really care about is the fact that whenever a land ETBs, this is super awesome because if you're playing like cards around this, like cultivate and stuff, that like triggers like twice, which is awesome. So you play your land for a turn and then you cultivate and you get like another land, and then you get 2 clue tokens, and then you can sack them to draw a card, and it's colorless mana that you get to pay at any point, and it's just super good when you have nothing else to do with your mana. Again, you're playing green, so you're probably playing a lot of like, you have a lot of lands on the battlefield, and then you just sack your clues and you just draw a ton of cards, and it's great. Yeah, I think Liliana the Last Hope is $50. Whoa, that is a lot of money for that magic card. What? That's crazy. Oh my gosh. How Standard, how I don't understand you. Okay, but yeah, that was it. That was it for talking about, and I feel like people who don't play, like, modern, I don't get you. Yeah, same. That was it for talking about, some sweet card advantage cards. We'll be filming this probably for all the colors, like, in the future at some point, and I'll talk to you guys later.